Hello. Right now we are trying to glue down our driftwood because if we don't, it's gonna move. So.
Hence the name driftwood.
So we're undrifting the driftwood.
Let me take a picture of this. Next time we go on this shit back in the same. Alright, so I'm using that Loctite clear silicone waterproof sealant from my research. This is shown to be very safe for aquarium usage, so that's why we're using this. And we're just trying to apply it in areas so that our driftwood becomes stationary wood.
So right now, what are we doing, babe?
Right now, we're gonna add a little layer of this substrate. This is porous clay, all natural substrate. This right here promotes plant growth. And since we're using natural plants, we obviously want them to continue to grow.
So how much are we gonna put in there?
We got 2 bags of this. So we probably gonna put both bags. They say not to exceed 2 inches of substrate in the tank. But this bag says it creates 2 inches of substrate for a 10-gallon tank. But this is obviously not a 10-gallon tank.
Right.
So if we can get close to 1 inch of substrate from both bags, then I think we'll be good to go.
Okay. Cool.
But right now I'm just trying to toss it in there without disturbing our wood.
Yeah, cause that stuff we used, I don't know. It may work better for other people. Like if your wood is completely dry, but we don't feel like waiting for our wood to be completely dry, so we can't judge it based off of that. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like our artificial pieces. Maybe it'll work good for them since they're
Right, they're already flat too.
Our center pieces are artificial, but all of our wood on the outside is au natural.
Au natural.
We're using a rocky substrate because the bodies of water around here have rocky bottoms.
Hey guys, so what I'm about to do right now, so we already have the tank set up, we already have water in there, we already finished aquascaping and all that good stuff, and we put minnows in there. Now the minnows, we got them from a bait and tackle shop, so I mean, when Sid went to get those, he said most of them in the tank were already dead. So we do have a few dead ones, and they gave us 13 because 2 died before we got them in the tank, and then we saw 5 more dead this morning. So yeah, the 6 that were alive this morning are still alive. We just came back from the pet store and some other stores, so we were running some errands. We also picked up 2 plecos from the pet store. So we have those acclimating right now. They're high-fin spotted plecos. So we have those acclimating. We were gonna get 3, but these are supposed to supposedly get up to 18 inches, and we do have a 75-gallon tank. So we thought that 2 should be more than enough. So with all that being said, right now what I'm about to do is I'm going to fill this with water, with the same water that the minnows are in right now, and then I'm going to put them in this bag and then float them in the tank so that they can acclimate as well for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so now they're all in the bag. I'm going to try to keep this air in here, like so. No, that was horrible. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so here are the minnows right here, acclimating, and then right here we have our 2 plecos. They've been acclimating for a little bit longer than the minnows have, but I still want to keep I'm just gonna keep them in as, like, acclimating as long as the minnows need to acclimate. So I'm gonna leave them in here for about 15 minutes and then I will transfer them to the tank. Yeah. Okay, so the plecos and the minnows have finished acclimating and we just added them to the tank. These are the big old minnows that we added. These, yeah, we already got one dude in the bag that's on his side, which is quite frustrating. But again, they came from the bait and tackle shop, so they weren't meant to be kept alive anyway. This is one of our plecos and the other one is right over there. So yeah. So what we did is we added some stress coat. The representative at the pet store said that this is really good and that her fish do better when she adds this. So yeah, we added some of that. So hopefully no more than the one that's struggling back there will die.
Yeah, the little minnows, I mean, no more have died throughout the course of the day so far.
No, yeah. Here. Can't wait to put some big fish in there. Can't wait for these buddies to grow. Let go. Good morning. Hello. Any babies in there yet? What's up?
Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil.
Uh-huh. So Sam, what was the goal today? That look you Like, I gotta take a shit, bro.
No.
What was the goal today?
The goal was for me to catch a fish, but you caught the fish. Now we have the fish.
I mean, technically, you caught the biggest fish, and it was the right species. It was just too big for our tank.
Mm.
So how about we have a realistic point of view instead of a pessimistic one? I caught the biggest fish. It was just too big. It was so big we had to throw it back. But he caught that little baby one that we need, so I guess he can have it. He caught a bit.
First of all, I don't even sound like that. Like, we got the fish, man. We wanted a red breast. Yeah, hopefully he survives the ride home. We put some good old HP in there because that helps create an aeration effect. So yeah, shout out to Lowe's. They got nice buckets.
Not a sponsor.
Yet. Not sponsored yet.
Yeah.
We do use Lowe's for a lot of DIY, so
Yeah.
hopefully in the future they'll sponsor us.
Right. That would be awesome, actually. Since we were at Lowe's every other day for the past week, and Petco every other day outside of those.
Petco,
days.
PetSmart, and Lowe's.
Yeah. Sponsor us, man.
Petco and PetSmart gonna have to fight. Because I have a membership at both, so no loyalty.
No loyalty.
It's my fish purse. There's like no good way to carry these.
It's really not. The best way is probably just two hands, and then but that gets in the way of you walking. All right. So I guess we'll catch y'all back at the aquarium when we start acclimating this guy to put him in the tank. Yeah, thumbs up. Dab. Whoa.
Yeah, today is Monday, May 17th, and right now I am writing a draft for my blog. I have an appointment today wow, it's for 5. So I have an appointment today for 5 in Goose Creek, so I have to head out at 3. It's currently 1:03 p.m. I wanted to do some self-work before heading out. Trying to do a little bit every day so I can get where I want to be. But yeah, so right now I'm just writing a draft for my blog, and so I guess you guys can watch me do that. But yeah, and then I'll check in whenever I'm done or whenever something changes. Okay, so there's been a change of plans already. I'm probably going to stop doing self-work around 2 and head over to him so that I can at least, honestly, I'll probably write until 1:30, get myself together and try to head out of here before 2 so that I can still spend about an hour with him before having to head out. But yeah, but right now it's 1:09. It's only been 6 minutes since I last said something. So, but it doesn't normally take me long to get my thoughts out and write this up. And it's only a draft, so I'll worry about editing it later. But I just wanted to get something out today, and it doesn't even have to be a full draft anyways. Every little bit helps. So do what you can. That's all that matters. So yeah. I'm gonna get to writing and I'll check back in with you guys when I start changing my movements. Okay. Okay, so it's basically 1:30 now. I'm gonna go get dressed and head over to CCODS. Yeah, just a little pause. Oh, it's so cloudy. We're trying to figure out why that's happening. I don't know if that's because of our filter or what it is. We probably have to do a water change already. But here is the aquarium. This right here, that's Rose and that's Big Red. Big Red is a red-breasted sunfish and Rose is a red ear sunfish. And then every other little dude you see in here is some type of minnow. They all look the same, so it's kind of hard to name them. The only two that I can really distinguish are Sharky, which you only know that's him when it's feeding time, and then Patches, because Patches had a rough start. One thing you should know is that we got all of our minnows from a bait and tackle shop, so they aren't meant to be kept as pets. They aren't meant to stay alive really long, really. And when Said went to go pick them up, he said most of them in the tank were dead. So we didn't expect them to last. They were kind of our tester fish to see if, you know, they would be able to survive in this tank. So some of them already had bad ick on them, so they were already very sick. We tried giving ick treatment, but I mean, if they're far gone, they're far gone. Actually, right now I see someone struggling, and it's one of the mini minnows. So might be another one that's gonna say goodbye pretty soon. But yeah, but the fish that we are trying to have in here are the ones like Rose and Big Red, because we want this to be a natural, self-caught North American freshwater fish tank. So Said caught Rose yesterday morning, I think. Yesterday early morning, and then Big Red. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be Big Red. It was supposed to be another fish. Hopefully, we took too long coming back from our fishing spot to the house, so it was already belly up in the bucket. We put it in the water, and naturally I would usually acclimate it, but because it would have taken too long for us to like set up our acclimation process, I was just like, worst case scenario, we put it in the tank and it's not gonna live. Either way, it was going to struggle. So it was in there, it was trying, it was fighting, like it would start swimming, but it was swimming in circles. Little to say, we lost that one, unfortunately. So when he went to go check on the dogs, he went and caught Big Red, and she is thriving. She ate a whole entire, probably like 6 to 7 inches long earthworm. She's not playing games. She's like, I'm here to stay, I'm here to thrive. So, but yeah, one of the mini minnows is struggling. Probably gonna have to fish him out later. But yeah, and then we have 2 plecos. You can see one right here. It's kind of hard to see it. They're you can probably see like the dorsal fin right there. They're oh, both of them are actually right there. They're both hanging out right here. One here and one here. But yeah, so those they're doing great. We got those from PetSmart. We wanted some type of like cleaner fish in the tank. But yeah, today I'll probably show you guys later because we have to do a water change. So because the water is pretty cloudy, which is frustrating because I don't know what's up with that filter. But yeah, anyways, gotta get ready so I can head out and head to set. I have been like cleaning that spare anywhere from half an hour to an hour. Right now I'm trying to bag up all the things that I'm selling or giving away. I feel like I've done so much today already in terms of like physically moving around that I kind of just want to take care of that another day, take care of separating what I want to sell and taking pictures of what I want to sell and cleaning the things that I want to sell. But yeah, it just took so much energy to clean that entire room, and I still need to like, there's some sticky thing on the floor because I've just been tossing things into that room. I don't even know what it is. It could be one of my hair products or something. But yeah, so right now I'm just bagging up these things right here. So I don't know if you can see that. So these are collars. Look at that big boy right there.
spinach, one more try. It don't.
So, all right. I just harvested this arugula. We had some arugula, this one and this one invaded our red and white Russian kale right here. So I'm about to harvest this one too, because they're ready to be used. And oh, I didn't mean to uproot this one, but these are short-lived anyway, so it's not like they would grow back if I didn't do that. So yeah, now we have kale. I mean, not kale, we have arugula. Wasabi arugula salad for dinner now. So excited. It got kind of cold in my cabinet, so now this is coconut cream. to seal my deck. I guess it's a deck. This is something new they added to the house before I bought it, because they redid. This house is like made in 70 something, but this is one of the additions they did to the house, but they never sealed it, and the wood is starting to crack because I mean it's wood. So I do want to seal it before it gets any worse. I got this from Walmart. Thompson's water seal in the color Desert Brown. It might not look the same because this wood is very yellow, and that's another reason why I got a color, because I hate that this wood is so yellow. Funny, because my favorite color is yellow, but I don't like yellow wood. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And this is just a bowl to pour it in. I put seeds on my windowsill, and now those birds hang out in front of my window, and now I'm able to see them whenever I'm in the living room. And they're in front of my favorite window. That was the male that just flew off. That's the female. Cardinals.